Oh, look at this, I made another video. Yay. Oh, and look at this, another independent title. Yeah, I guess I'm on a roll this week with the indie titles. This one's actually been part of my backlog for a while. It's been installed in my system for months, and I've already done the test on it. It runs pretty well in stereoscopic 3D. It's not free of issues, and this time, once more, I'm using Tridef Ignition to run this game. I'm using a custom profile, which I will link in the description of this video. And well, let's take a look at what I did here. First off, what you want to do when you load a custom profile, don't forget, turn the Power 3D off. In my case, I have 3D texture copy to on. And then what I did, using my own profile, I went and put these settings here. I got a scene depth of 80 and a percent in front of 10. And honestly, the percent in front, I could go lower. You'll see why. There's plenty of pop out. I do not need more than there is already. So these are the settings I have. They're kind of weird, but they do get the game working to a good degree. Now, right off the bat, you are noticing that if you focus on the foreground, you get some doubling in the background, and if you focus on the background, you get some doubling in the foreground. This is because there's a lot of depth in the scene, and the title screen is showing you maximum depth and minimum depth at the same time, and nothing in between. So it does feel weird, but it's not necessarily wrong per se. So let's go ahead and get in it. And you can see right here again the same GUI issue, where if you focus on the foreground, the background will double, and vice versa. And once I'm going to go ahead and start the game here. Once you get in there, pretty much all the GUIs have this issue up until you get deeper in them. But you'll see, once we get deep in the game, you'll get what I mean when I say it runs actually pretty well. So let's go for the tutorial levels here. And in the tutorial levels, I'm going to go ahead and pick the first one so you understand what this game is. I wanted to give you a description, why not just show you right off the bat? So this is a casual puzzle game, the kind of thing you can play during a work break. I really like this kind of game. I do accumulate a lot of them, and I especially enjoy when they have the possibility of running in stereoscopic 3D. Believe it or not, I even use a stereoscopic monitor at work, and when I take a break, I actually play a 3D game. So, yeah, that's how much 3D I am. So, this is going to demonstrate the most basic mechanic of this game. Basically, when I start running this puzzle, cubes are going to start coming out of here, and I need to direct those cubes to this slot here. So they are giving me the possibility of dropping one arrow on this level, just one arrow, and it's obvious that I have to put it here. Now I want to make a note about the cursor, which is rendered at screen level and can mess you up when you're playing a 3D game. But here's where this is a non-issue with this title. You can actually get a preview of what you're going to drop on the surface anyways, so you don't even need to look at the pointer in the first place. So it's really not the end of the world. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the arrow here, show you how this works. And I'm going to run the puzzle by hitting the check mark here. And look at that, my merry little cubes happily scoot towards the slot. And that was groovy! Oh yeah, I'm so awesome. I passed the first tutorial, yay. Alright, let's take a look at some more, because that's not all this game has to offer. I'll go ahead and skip those descriptions, just show you what it's talking about. This time I only have one control, and it's a stop sign. So I need these blue blocks to get to this blue slot, and these red blocks to get to this red slot. So let's just go ahead and put the stop sign here. This is pretty obvious. We don't want the blocks colliding as they attempt to reach their slots. Let's check this out. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It runs really well in 3D, as you can see. Once you're in the gameplay, it's almost as if it were designed for stereoscopic use. So let's go for the next one. There's more mechanics to look at here. This one is the skid pad. Now the skid pad is something that's easy to forget while you're playing this game. The block's going to start going in this direction. When it hits one of these pads, it's going to go in the direction the pad wants it to go, but then it will continue going in its original direction. So in this case, what we want to do is we want to double skid the yellow blocks towards the inside so that they then continue on their merry way towards the slot. And we want to do the same thing on the other side. This is what we got here. I'm gonna take a look before I run it. It's looking good. Let's take a look at our blocks arriving from a cool angle. And in they come. Oh yeah, this is working. Well done. Check it out. Oh yeah. All right, let's go for one more. This one is more complex. Oh yeah, this is a distributor. I kind of like this mechanic here. If I'm not mistaken, I only need to place it here, and this will distribute the blocks to the 2 slots one after another. Let's take a look at this. There goes one block. There goes the other. There we go. This is a distributor. Pretty cool mechanic. So you can probably gather by now that they're going to start combining these mechanics down the line, of course, which makes things incredibly fun. And I've gotten stuck a few times in this game, and it is the kind of puzzle game where you get stuck, and then when you realize, when you finally realize why you were stuck, you're like, oh man, oh come on. So this is pretty obvious. I skipped the description of these, but I'm going to explain them to you. These are portals that basically teleport the blocks. So I'm going to want to send my red blocks towards here and have them teleport out here and into here and all the way to the slot. Check it out. If I'm not mistaken, we're on the 2nd row. Yes, 3D does help with this because I can actually tell exactly where it's going to fall and not be cheated by a monoscopic perspective. There we go. Check this out. Let's go in and into the slot. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. It can be rewarding, especially when you get stuck for a long time and finally figure it out, and you see those blocks scooting towards the slot. A lot of fun. Now, oh yes, this is the one where they teach you to bounce a block off a wall. If a block hits a wall, it's going to try to turn right once, and if it still can't turn right, it's going to turn right a 2nd time. If it still can't do that, it's going to come back where it came from. Let's take a look here. It's pretty much obvious what I have to do, but I'm going to show you what happens if you get it wrong. And let's do this completely wrong here and just run it. Oh no, what am I doing to my poor blocks? No! Oh. Look, it says you suck. This means you suck. I'm gonna reset it. I suck. Now the proper place to put this arrow is here, because you're gonna see what's gonna happen here. It's gonna hit the wall here, turn right, hit the wall here, turn right, and reach the slot. And there we go. Well done. At this time I wasn't so groovy, was I? I did that on purpose to show you how it works, alright? Let's go for the easy levels. Let's get to some business here. Castle tower, eh? Or can I do open cubicles? Let's go castle tower. Let's see what I got here. Okay, so it's clear that the blocks are going to fall in the center slot here. I'm wondering if I can't just straight shoot them. Oh no, I have a whole bunch of arrows here. So I believe I'll have to do something like this. Then I'll want that one going that way. Like that. Then I will want the one that lands here to go outside and then back down here. And the one that lands here will be shot outside and towards its slot. I am out of elements, which is always a good sign. It means I used everything I needed to. This is not like IKEA furniture. There will never be screws or bolts left. If you got the puzzle right, you used up everything. So let's check it out. Let's watch our little mechanism here. Oh, is that cool or what? Oh, and they give you a few extra blocks so you can actually watch it go. There we go. Superb. Am I good or what? That's kind of easy. Oh, and it's telling me that I'm breezing through the easy levels. I believe I've unlocked a section of the game. But let's take a look at some more easy stuff here. I believe this one might actually be slightly more challenging. So what I want to do here is I want to get those blocks to change direction. Alright. So this is what we're going to want to do first. And then I have, oh wow, I have a lot of these. So we want to do something like this, something like this, something like this. And then yeah, I only have these left. I'm afraid that the fucker is gonna get stuck when it gets here. That probably is not going to work. Watch what's going to happen if I do this. I'm definitely doing something incorrect here, watch. The block's gonna make it, but then that happens. Yeah, I expected that. Hey, game's got me already now. A lot of fun when it gets this challenging. You know, you got a lot of puzzle games out there that you start playing, and if the mechanic is simple enough, it's just too easy to understand. I know exactly what I did wrong here, but you saw that I had to miss once in order to realize this stupid mistake. I spoke of this earlier. I outright said, sometimes you find your mistake and you're like, oh, stupid. There we go. This is actually pretty easy when you think of it. Just don't fucking use the bottom row. And there we go. Look at that. This game is a lot of fun. I mean, so I got stuck there. I don't know, if I wasn't doing a video, maybe I would have just wasted more time on it, screwing around with it before spotting my mistake. But I mean, there's a lot to do in here. Here's a tricky one. Look at this. Look at this. Would you know what you have to do? They give you one freaking arrow. Would you know what you have to do? The blue blocks have to get their asses over here. How the hell do you do that, eh? Well, watch this. It's a timing thing. As long as they're not hitting each other, they'll be fine. This guy tries to turn right twice, misses, and just turns around. That's freaking awesome. Let's take a look at the gondola. I believe this is an easy one. Yes, this is actually an easier version of what we just did, which is pretty simple. If I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, they just keep going their original direction. Right. It's that simple. Duck, 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 boop. Duck, 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 boop. Duck, 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 boop. Look at that. I got the gondola flowing. You got the gondola flowing in this motherfucker. Alright. So let's do one more, and then I'm pretty certain we can say that you got the gist of this game. I mean, there's not much more than that. Let's take a look at something trickier. This one is actually tricky at a first glance. At the end of the world, I do recall screwing it up a few times though, and it can seem brutal. Wait a minute, you see, I just needlessly screwed that one up. There we go. That should do it for this one. And this one, wait a minute, wait. I want this one, okay, yeah. This block, I want him turning left and straight. Oh, and this block I just wanted going there. I think I got it. It's not that obvious, because you're gonna start thinking that they want you to reach, like, with I don't know, this orange cube. They want you to reach this slot, which if you start trying to do, you're gonna mess up all the rest. This is the thing, if you're messing up one of the connections, you're messing up all 3 others. So this is what makes this puzzle a little trickier. So let's take a look at it flowing. Woo! Yay! I got it. Yeah, look at that. Excellent. Oh yeah. So, well, that's pretty much it. This is Rush. I am pretty happy with the purchase. It's a fairly good game. Again, shit, I wanted to check the price of the game and I forgot to do it before I started recording this video. So I'm gonna put the price of the game in the description of this video. And, you can go and check it out if you're interested. I'm pretty impressed with this title so far, especially the fact that it doesn't natively support stereoscopic 3D. It does render it pretty well when it comes to the gameplay, so I'm happy with that. And, well, that's it. Second indie title for the week, and I do have a third one in mind that I might actually quickly produce, so stick around on the channel and check out for those updates. I'm probably gonna produce the other one as rapidly. I'm not using the cams, so these are really easy to do. And as for virtual reality videos, I'm gathering a new list. Probably gonna start on it either this weekend or the next, but don't worry, more Rift videos will be on the way in the very near future. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you soon.